So yeah, have your straps to hand. And stand with your feet probably about hip distance apart actually. And for those of you that want to bring your hands to prayer, do so. Bring your thumbs to your sternum, or otherwise just have their arms relaxed by your side. Close the eyes. Take an inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. We're just doing one breath this morning. So everybody relax the arms back down by the side. Just check that you've got your feet hip distance apart. So we're going to do Tadasana with feet hip distance apart. Roll the shoulder, give the shoulders a few rolls, and then relax the arms down. Close the eyes. Try and just have your chin parallel with the ground. And maybe have your palms facing forward. Slight micro bend in the knees. Really feel the ground under your feet. So we're going to just focus on gravity, breath, and elongating your spine through all the postures we do today. So there you kind of bedrocks of a lot of your postures. So wherever your body's making contact with the ground, really feel it. So whether it's your feet, your sit bones, your hands, just tune into that now. And then start tuning into the breath. So just here at this point, just try and have the inhale quite passive. And then notice on your exhale, see if you can feel the spine elongating. If there's a few of your muscles contract, you might be able to get a bit more length in the spine. So even in some of the postures where we might feel like we're scrunching the spine, see if you can get a bit more length. So obviously we do contort ourselves into positions and postures, but try today to really just move in with the breath. With each exhale, you should be able to go a little bit deeper. Okay, one last breath here. Open the eyes, bring the feet together, interlace the hands, push the palms away and reach them up to the ceiling. And then come onto the toes if you want to. Just do a few slight wriggles with just taking the hands just really slightly to the left and right. And then down. And release the hands, take your strap. And just so hold it taut, have your feet hip distance apart again, and then about shoulder distance apart. Take the arms slightly behind you, but raised in the air. Push the chest forward, and if it's comfortable, look up to the ceiling. So you just really, so the arms are straight, and you're reaching into the chest and the upper back. So now start tuning into the gravity. And then with your exhale, see if you can elongate the spine. And then bring back above your head. And just take the arms, so still keeping the hands shoulder distance apart. Take the arms over to the right, so they're above your head, so almost, so they should be in line with your body. Again here, so side bend, but see if you can get extra length in the spine. Head's just gazes forward. Inhale, back to the center, exhale over to the left. Again, see if you can get length in the spine, so just try not to just crunch into that left side. And then back up to center. You might want to take hands slightly wide for this one. We're just going to go back. So still trying to keep your arms as straight as you can. Slight micro bend in the elbow. Take the arms back. Only go as far. So Helen, if your shoulders are hurting, don't go that far back. Just relax the neck. Don't start straining in the neck. Inhale back to center. Exhale forward. Inhale back up above your head. Exhale behind as far as you can. If you can get them back to sort of chest height but behind you. Inhale up, exhale forward, inhale up, exhale behind you. Keeping the feet hip distance apart. You can take as much of a bend in your legs as you want. We're going to come into a forward fold with the hands still behind us. So coming over into Uttanasana, bringing the weight slightly into the front of your feet. It's just a relaxed forward fold, but with the hands in the air behind you. Holding that strap. If you want to start straightening the knees, you can. Just see what feels good. And again, tune in, see if you can start elongating the spine. Feel the gravity pulling into your feet. Inhale, come halfway up so your torso is parallel with the ground. If it's not already, take an inhale and exhale there. And then on the next inhale, come all the way up. Keep your hands there. And we're going to take the right hand a bit further down, so a bit further down than when we did the stretch. So the right hand's reaching to the ground and the left hand's reaching up to the ceiling. And gaze is just neutral forward. Inhale back to centre and then over to the other side. Left hand's reaching to the ground as the right hand reaches up to the ceiling, so it's just a bit of a deeper side stretch. Again, gaze is just looking forward. Inhale back to the centre, just feel the spine grow long again, and then we'll just start twisting to the right. So you start facing, twisting the torso to face the right. If you can, you're looking over back towards your right hand. Arms are still raised with that strap taut. Inhale back to the centre, exhale over to the left, so taking the left hand further behind into the twist. Again, see if you can reach out the waist almost. So getting length in the spine. And then inhale back to the centre. Bring the strap down, relax the arms down, maybe just give them a bit of a shake. And we'll come into Hasta Padangusthasana. So step your right foot into the strap, placing it ideally if you can around the ball of the right foot. Flex the right toes so they're pointing up towards the ceiling and straighten that right leg. So you're connecting the gravity through that left leg, especially. See all your body is, but your left leg and foot. Hold the strap in both hands. And then either have the right leg at whatever height, so starting low. If you want to see if you can move it up, if you've got the range, you're trying to move it up to hip height. But really tune into the body and the breath. And elongating your spine in this one too. Once you've reached the height you're comfortable with that leg, the right leg, take both ends of the strap if you want to. Either keep them in both hands or take both ends of the strap in the right hand. Just bring the elbow, the right elbow back tucked into the right side, right waist. And then that left hand can either be on your left hip or reaching up towards the ceiling. Again, feel like you're elongating the spine. And then bring the left hand down. Keep hold of keep the right foot in the strap. Start moving the right foot towards your left hip. And you're bringing, if you can, the top of the right foot to the top of your left leg. Take the strap to the outside of your left side. Just hold it for a moment with your left hand. Take your right hand behind you and reach for that strap. You can either hold the strap now with both hands or left hand back on the hip or reaching up to the ceiling. So you've still got the strap around your right foot. Nice. And trying to move that right knee back in line with the body. Again, feel like you're elongating the spine. Some of you that have a tendency to stick out your bottom might need to just do a slight tuck of the tailbone. Glide the shoulders down your back. And release. Keep that right leg off the ground, but take it out of the strap. Keep that loop there if you can. to then take your foot behind you. A little bit of a tricky coordination one, to put your foot in the strap behind you. And then taking hold of the strap with both hands, reaching that foot further up if you can, but just helps you get into the bend, back bend a little more. Pushing the knee away. And then release down. We'll do repeat all of that on the other side. So left foot's going into the strap, starting with Hasta Padangusthasana. So the ball of your left foot's round, the strap's around the ball of your left foot, toes are flexed on that left foot, pointing up to the ceiling, and start straightening the left leg. Gain gravity with that right foot, just feeling that, and then with your breath elongating the spine, straightening the left leg, straps in both hands, and then start seeing what height you want to raise the leg. So if you can work it to hip height, great. Just bring the elbows, tucking them into the body, or for those of you that want to take the strap in, both ends of the strap in the left hand, you can do so. And then bring that left elbow to tuck into the left side waist. Right hand's on the right hip, or reaching up to the ceiling, or still holding the other end of the strap. And again, feel the spine elongating. It's that opposing pull of the gravity connecting with, so the rooting down through that right foot. And then stretching up and out to elongate the spine and the arm. Release the right hand down if it was raised or on your hip, and start bringing the left foot to the top of your right thigh, the top of the left foot, or as much as you can, up towards that crease. Strap goes to outside of your right side. Hold with the right hand for a moment. Take the left hand behind and take hold of the strap if you can, either by your right side or it can be further behind. And either hold the strap with both hands, or release the right hand onto the right hip, or releasing up to the air. Again, if you know you've got a tendency to stick the bottom out a little, just a slight tuck of the tailbone and stretching through the spine. And then begin releasing. So take the left foot out of the strap, but keep that loop. Bend and take the left foot behind you. See if you can just put the left foot into that loop again. Grounding down through the right foot if you just had to wriggle and readjust and fall back out and get back in. Take hold of the strap with both hands. So you've got the strap together rather than separate. So both ends of the straps together, held in your hands. Push the left foot away and just see if you can draw that left foot up a little more using the strap. And release down. Take the feet wide now. We're going to just come into wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. So about 3.5, 4 feet, or whatever's comfortable. Check the feet are parallel, toes turned in slightly. And we'll take the strap back above the head. This time a bit wide, so almost, if you look down where your ankles are, we're almost as wide as your ankles. Belts taut, take it slightly behind your head. Reach your chest up to the ceiling on the inhale. Exhale, start reaching forward. If this is too much on your arms, then just release the strap and have the hands on the hips. Or play around with the distance, shortening the gap between your hands helps. And just keep the hands raised up to whatever height's comfortable behind you. Reaching the chest and the head towards the ground. Just a slight micro bend in the knees. And feel your feet, once they are connecting with the earth, feel like there's a lift going through the arches of your feet, up through your legs. And again, really feel like you're stretching out the spine as much as you can. So reaching it forward and down rather than curving into the fold. Inhale, come up halfway to bring your torso parallel with the ground. Take an inhale and exhale there. And on your next inhale, rise the torso all the way up. Bring the hands now in front of you to chest height. Still either play around with the width or have them again about where your ankles are at the moment. And then come down halfway first again. Reaching the arms forward with the belt, pulling the belt taut in opposite directions. And then come a bit further down. Take the left hand towards the ground and reach the right hand up to the ceiling. Gaze can either follow and look up to the right hand or just wherever it falls naturally. Inhale back to center, swap sides, take the right hand to the floor, left hand reaches up. And again, gaze can either follow and look up towards that left hand or just let it fall wherever it does. Again, you're really thinking about stretching out your spine. Inhale back to center, bring the torso parallel to the ground, hold for an inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, raise the torso up. Keep the arms where they are. Turn the right toes out, so come into Trikonasana, Utthita Trikonasana. Just have a look if your right heel's in line with the arch of your left foot. If you know with this one you need a shorter stance, bring your feet closer together. Inhale, really feel like you're lengthening the spine, and then on the exhale, start reaching the right hand towards the right foot. And so your left hand should be reaching up to the ceiling, and then just opening the chest, so almost as if your left shoulder's stacking above that right shoulder. If going down too far is bringing too much, come up and really just stretch the spine out there. So whatever angle or depth you want to go into, we're just going to hold for a few moments. So again, just tune into the breath, so you're really creating that solid foundation with your feet for the gravity. And then just focus on the exhale just to see if you can stretch out the spine. Let the neck and the head and the jaw be relaxed. Inhale back to the center, turn the right toes in, left toes turn out, coming into triangle Utthita Trikonasana on the left side. So again, just making any adjustments, checking the feet alignment. Reaching up through your spine, and then again reaching over to the left, so the left hand's reaching down towards the left foot. But again, just go to whatever depth feels good with your spine and your back, or just anywhere else on the body, the hips. Grounding down through both feet, and then seeing if you can really stretch out the spine. Inhale back to the center, turn the left toes in, and then heel toe or jump the feet together. Okay, so we're just going to try Natarajasana with the belt. So again, create that loop. So just try and have the ends together of the belt. And like we did at the beginning or earlier on, you're just going to bend the right leg, put the belt around the top of as you bend the right knee, the belt around the top of your right foot. And then see this time if you can hold the strap, so both ends of the strap with your right hand. And then you can reach your left arm up and then start reaching forward. If you've got quite a long belt or yoga belt, you could take the strap up above your head. Just really be conscious of balance. And you could either do this with one hand, so your right hand, and hold onto a wall or a chair to really work into the back bend. Or go for it with holding both hands of the strap. And release. Let's do the other side. So that loop, left foot steps in, ground down through the right foot. Reaching that left foot up, holding the strap with the left hand and the right hand reaching up. And then again, if you've got a long strap, you could bring up over the head. Again, just really feel like you're working a stretch into the spine. And release down. Okay, you can just put the strap to one side for now. I'm going to try Christmas tree pose, Jen, as suggested by Jen. So ground down through your left foot and your left leg. Bring your right, you see, however you think your Christmas tree is, so your right toes can be on the ground with the heel on the left leg, calf, or at the top. And I'm going to go with my arms down by the side to create that triangle. So my palms are facing forward. Gain length through the spine. Feel your shoulder blades gliding down your back. And moving that leg out to be the right knee to be out in line with your right hip or your hips. Breathe. And release down. We'll do on the other side. So again, left toes either on the ground, the foot either on the calf or the top of the right leg. Working that left knee to be out in line with the hips. And then again, arms down to create that triangle. Palms are facing forward. And really feel like your shoulder blades are gliding down your back. Lengthening the spine. And release. If you come to the top of your mats, if you're not already there, take your feet hip distance apart, come into Uttanasana, a forward fold, just let everything hang, let the arms flop down, shake your head yes and no, and then take the hands to either side of your feet, step back into downward facing dog. So check that your hands are shoulder distance apart, fingers are really spread, and the collarbones wide, feet are hip distance apart. And really bend your knees, everybody push the bottom up to the ceiling. Then start straightening the left leg, right knee still bent. Change sides, bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. And then see if you can straighten both legs, or just straighten them as much as you want to. Take an inhale through the nose. And then exhale out through the mouth. Start moving forward into high plank. So we're going to hold high plank for about 30 seconds or so. So really ground down through the hands and the feet. Feel like you're pushing out the hands. Collarbones wide. Just check that you're not sticking your bottom up. And then here, see if you can tune into the breath and stretching out the spine. Push back through the heels. The heels are in the air, but you're pushing back through the heels. Squeezing the inner thighs. Cores engaged. Holding just for maybe 7 more seconds. And then push back to downward facing dog. Again, take a few breaths here. Reach the right leg up into the air. And then start coming into high plank. Bring that right knee up through, coming into pigeon. So the right knee is coming behind the right wrist. And if you can, the right foot behind the left wrist or hand. Start taking that strength, lengthening, straightening the left leg behind you. Just check in, see if you can get it in line with the left hip. Come onto your fingertips to begin with. Really reach the chest up, just seeing if you can level off the hips. Don't force though, again, just see where your body wants to go. And then either stay there or come down onto your elbows and forearms. And everybody, wherever you are, just be conscious of reaching your chest through again, creating the length in the spine. But the shoulders are relaxed down, so you're not creating tension elsewhere, not in your neck, not in your shoulders. Tune into the out breath especially. See if you can let the in-breath here be passive. And the exhale, just releasing anything and going, just even if it's tiny fraction, a little more into the pose. If you're down on the forearms, walk the hands back up, plant the hands down, again, shoulder distance apart, curl the left toes back under, and push back into downward facing dog. Either keep the legs straight or pedal them out if you want to. Really stick the bottom up into the air, and as if you're trying to reach your chest towards your torso. So really feel lengthen the spine here. And then take the left leg into the air. Take pigeon on the other side. Start coming into a high plank, and then bring the left knee up behind the left wrist and hand, and the left foot behind the right hand and wrist. Start inching that right leg back straight behind you, right foot's relaxed. Everybody come onto the fingertips to begin with. Inhale here, just relax the shoulders down. And then either stay there or bring the elbows and forearms down. And again, really be conscious of reaching the chest through to try and get more length in the spine. And leveling off the hips as much as you can, or just working towards that. And then if you want your forearms, come back up onto the fingertips and start moving onto the left side of your body. Bring the right leg round. And yes, we're going to do Parita Janu Shasana with the strap. So right leg straight, right toes flexed, pointing up to the ceiling, and left foot's at the top of your right thigh. So right foot's off to a legs off to a diagonal. Take the strap around the ball of your right foot, have equal lengths of the strap either side, and then bring them together. Take hold of the strap in the right hand, and then start bringing your right side of your body towards the right leg. And then if you can, you're taking hold of the strap now with the left hand. And then that right hand either just relaxes, or you bring the top of the hand towards the ground, with palm facing up, or you just let it fall wherever feels comfortable, or towards the foot. Again, just see if you can open up the chest and get more length in the spine. Inhale up, change legs. So take the right foot out of the strap, left leg goes off to a diagonal. Straps around the ball of the left foot, left toes are flexed, and bring the right foot to the top of your left leg. Take hold of both ends of the strap with the left hand to begin with. Start reaching the left side of your body towards the left leg. And then if you can, bring the right arm over and catch hold of the strap with the right hand. Left hand either relaxes just wherever it falls, or see if you can work the top of the left arm to the ground with the palm facing up. You can also be here if this is feeling too much. Just sat up, moving the torso towards that leg. Inhale, come back up. Bring the legs in front of you. We'll do Janu Shasana. So right leg straight, right toes flexed, left foot's at the top of the right leg, or wherever you want it. Just really reach feel like you're elongating the spine up first, and the straps in each hand, and then bringing the torso to look over that right leg. Inhale, and then exhale, reaching and stretching out the spine over the right leg. And then if you can, and you've got the range, you can start working the hands down the strap. But real emphasis is that, so it's as if you're trying to reach your chest towards the right foot. And then if you've got the length, start moving the chest towards the right knee or shin. If it's too much with the right leg straight, bend, have a generous bend in the right knee. Again, just relax the neck and jaw. Just check you're not taking any tension there, trying to get into the pose. And just feel the gravity with all the bits of your body that are connecting to the floor. Come back up, change sides. Take the left leg out in front of you straight. Strap around the ball of the left foot, toes are left toes are flexed, right foot to the top of the left leg, left thigh. Take hold of the strap in both hands. Breathe in, stretch the spine, grow tall. And then on the exhale, reaching that chest forward towards the flexed left toes. And then if you want, you could itch the hands further down the strap towards the foot. Really reaching the chest forward. And if you've got the range, the chest towards the knee, the left knee or the left shin. And again, if it's too much, feeling too much, especially on your hamstrings, this one, and your left leg, then bend the left knee as much as you need to. Come up to seated, keep the left foot where it is, take the right foot straight in front of you to join it, so you've got both feet now in the strap, and take hold of the strap in both hands. Just bring the elbows to begin with, tucked into the side of your waist, sit up tall, so almost a Tadasana. And then sit up tall, inhale, reach the chest up to the ceiling, exhale, begin reaching forward. And again, if you want to take the hands further down the strap, hold here. And then bring the torso to sit up tall. Keep the feet in the strap. Hopefully you're on the middle of the centre of your mat. So you've got the mat. We're going to recline in a moment. So just adjust yourself if you're not. You've got the mat behind you. Both ends of the strap in each hand. Tuck the elbows again into the waist. And we're just going to start reclining back. So the strap should start getting more length. And then start raising the feet into the air as you take your back and the back of your head to the ground. So both feet now should be raised up to the ceiling, feet flexed, with the strap around the balls of both feet. And just tuck the chin in slightly, as if, again, that analogy of as if you've got a small ball or a tennis ball between your chin and your chest. And you should just feel that creates more contact, your spine has more contact with the ground. And now here, just hold the strap actually wherever feels comfortable. You can double it around your hands. As you just stretch those legs. You've got a good inversion going on here as well, a supported one using the strap. If it's too much with the legs straight, bend them or take them slightly lower towards the ground. Keep the right foot in the strap, take out the left foot and take the left leg down to the ground straight. Left toes are flexed, as are the right still. And then take hold of the strap in each hand still and start working that right leg as if you're trying to work it towards your head or your chest. So again, with the exhalation, feel your spine contacting the ground and the leg coming towards you closer. Take both ends of the strap in the left hand. Take your right hand out to that half T shape, so it's at shoulder height, and up to you whether you want to have the palm facing up or facing down to the ground. And start moving your right leg over to the left side of the floor, so to the floor at the left side of your body. And then so your left foot can be relaxed here, and your right foot still flexed. And either hovering off the ground, or if you want to try and touch the ground, you can. And then up to you, final part, if you want to turn your gaze to look towards your right hand. This is definitely a pose to wring out everything. And apparently a good one as well for sleep, to help you sleep better. Start moving that right leg back up so it's pointing at the ceiling. Just keep it where it is, or however you want to swap. We're going to do the same on the other side. So left foot stepping into the strap, straps around the ball of the left foot, and that right leg's moving towards the ground straight with the right toes flexed. And then reaching, not pulling, but trying to just reach that right leg further up and towards your face of your head. Again, if it's too much straight, with the left leg straight, and just have a bend in the left leg. Sorry if I got my lefts and rights both up again, then I think I did. And then take both ends of the strap in your right hand. Take your left arm up to that half T shape, so it's on the floor at shoulder height. And again, your choice, palms facing down on the ground or facing up to the ceiling. And right toes are relaxed. Start moving that left leg over to the floor that's at the side of your the right side of your body. And again, that left leg can hover over the ground or touch the ground. And then if you want to, and especially if you've not got anything going on with your neck, look towards that left hand. Feel the length in the spine, twists. And then inhale, bring the leg back up to center. Step the left foot out the strap, put the strap to one side, we're done with that. And come into Shavasana. So let your legs just flop open wider than hips, arms are flopping open with the palms facing up, close the eyes. Take an inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Just going to have a very short, very short Shavasana. So just follow your breath up and down your spine just for a few breaths. Start bending the knees, bringing them up towards your chest. So they're really wide though. And take hold of your knees below your, put your hands just below your knees so they're on your shins, and just rock side to side or make any movements that feel good. And then if you want to, you could rock a few times up and down or come to seated, whichever way. If you like rolling over onto your side, come to seated. Take the hands to the knees, just going to do a few hip circles, so coming round and then back. Just real organic movements, so just make these quite loose and not be too bothered about alignment or anything here. Just moving into your back where it needs to. Stretching out, just flex and scrunch the hands. And then reach the arms wide so they're at shoulder height behind you, chest forward. And then bring the palms in front of you with a big exhale. Reach the arms up parallel on the next inhale. And then cactus the arms down, do a forced exhale. And then bring the hands to prayer or back down to your knees. Namaste. 2020 yoga done, guys.